Hey, you're listening to the Coffee O'Clock podcast, the show that brings you joy and inspiration, with special guests from all around the world who have an amazing story and expertise to evolve your personal and professional life. I am your host, Burcu Onaranel, the founder of Joy Marketing and Coaching. Make sure you grab your coffee and get ready to explore new ideas. Let's get started. Hello, everyone. Coffee O'Clock people. My guest is Wilkins, who is a singer, songwriter, and producer. Yes, we are becoming famous today. Hi, welcome, Kenny. How are you? Let's do cheers.
Burcu, I'm okay. How are you?
I am doing
Cheers.
great. Cheers. It's
Wonderful.
morning for him. It's
Hmm.
evening for me, but we still do cheers. Doesn't matter. It's always a
Absolutely.
coffee
Yeah.
o'clock. It's
Yeah.
always a good time. And in coffee o'clock, I don't usually mention this, but my audience already know the focus is inspiring you and sharing joy with you with all the real stories with my guests. And today, especially with Kenny, we will focus on more positivity and empowerment because that's what he does. He does produce music for especially empowering women. But enough of me talking. I want you to share
Hmm.
what you do, who you are, Kenny. Welcome.
Hmm. Uh, Burcu, I appreciate you getting me on and just kind of getting the true essence of this coffee o'clock vibe. Thank you so much for getting me on. I appreciate it. Good afternoon to you guys. Good morning to the people over here where I am. I'm a happy guy. I grew up in Englewood, New Jersey. Small kid in the church playing a guitar. Loves music so much that I couldn't shake it. My dad was a musician, and it's just something that grew up in me all through my adolescence, through middle school, through high school, and in my adult years. I'm a dad. I'm a grandfather.
Wow.
I am, a positive guy that likes to empower people. I enjoy smiling. I enjoy having a great time. I don't like negative energy. And it reflects in my music. And I'm able to do it with a clear, healed heart, and I'm able to do it without compromise. And it's hard for me to lie. I'm very, very honest, and it reflects in my music. And I don't like artistry to a sense where they degrade the woman and put her on top of the roof and make her take off her clothes and all of that sort of thing. Yeah, not really about that. I think we're gifted with our gifts to spread love and empower and positivity in the world. I don't think we should use it for any sort of negative activity. So my music, from Love Is All We Need, which is a song that was just kind of unifying the world and internationally, that if there's one thing we need is love. The second song was You're a Woman, which was an impactful song to the Women's International, sort of vibe, where I'm kind of empowering women through my music. And the Back to Rhythm and Love Volume One is a whole album that I put out to, not a whole album, but an EP, just put out to just the world, and just kind of putting my love vibe out and how it is to take care of a woman, and then love her and embrace her, and do all of these sorts of things. And I have something coming up in the November with Christmas. All still love, all still positivity, bringing families together, embracing them. In a nutshell, that's just what Kenny J is for sure. That's for me. That's me.
I love it. I
Yeah.
love how you use a lot of positivity, positive words. I
Hmm.
can feel from
Yeah.
across the world. I
Yeah.
can
Yeah. Yeah.
feel how true you are, how
Yeah.
authentic you are, because that is my biggest
Yeah.
value in life, being
Yes. Yes.
authentic, being who you are. And
Yes.
what you said, I totally agree. We need love more than anything in this world. And unfortunately, there's not enough
Absolutely.
in the media, both news or audio. Like, we need more. So I appreciate you being here to do
Mm.
more of
Yeah.
what I love to do, and you love to do that. And music is the best way to reach out people. I
Right.
love music.
Mhm.
It's the soul medicine,
Absolutely.
and I can't wait to listen to your new album, which is
Yeah.
coming November. I think it's the best gift that
Yeah.
we can gift each other, listen to you, and support your music, support your
Mhm.
why.
Yes.
And I know you're super positive right now and spreading love and all that. Like,
Yeah.
have you always been like this, or there was
Uh,
something that really shaped you who you are today?
well, for the most part, everybody has had their stint on the earth with being a jerk. No one is kind of, healed already. We go through trauma, we go through issues, and we go through things. And as you mature in life, and as life kind of hands you a bunch of different things, you learn what's comfortable for you. It's really hard to stay angry. It's really hard to be unloving. It's really hard not to love. Your heart, we're built as a human being. We don't come on this earth angry. Most times that's a learned sort of attitude. So I think once you get healed from all of the traumas that you go through in life and all of those sorts of things, you'll get to a point where you can appreciate that side. I feel a whole lot more comfortable over here when I'm love. I'm not necessarily non-confrontational. I will address issues that become bothersome to me, but if it's like something or a person or is it a thing around me that's causing so many things of distress, I think it's probably the best thing for you to do is remove yourself from anything that's negative. For me, until that issue gets kind of where it needs to be as far as healed or whatever, then you can insert yourself back into it. But for now, in these seasons, it's probably better to remove yourself from things that's not bringing those levels of essence of love and of positivity. For me, I'm mature enough to understand, when it's too much, and I've not always been there. I think as time and as things kind of matriculated in life, I kind of got to a better place. I did last year lose my former bride of 21 years, right, from a death, um, and I've always been on the journey of healing, right. So the mourning process for me during that period, although it was necessary to mourn, it wasn't as crazy as it could have been if I wasn't healed. We get to these poor parts of our lives when we're trying to mourn and deal with different segments of our life. If we haven't dealt with the first segment of our lives, it's going to be difficult to deal with the second half. So for me, it was necessary for me to deal with all of the issues that I had going on, process through it, and now able to rebound, and still live life and live it prosperously without any regrets. So I don't have any regrets. You know what I mean? I live on purpose, for the purpose that I have here on earth. Yeah.
First of all, I want to honor your loss,
Yes.
your bride, and it's amazing how you are present
Right.
and positive
Hmm.
uh, for life. And I know a lot of people not even went through hard times
Hmm.
or losing somebody that they love, but still, yet they are very negative or not doing anything good in the world. So I want to ask you, like, how did you build this mindset, or how
Yeah.
did you tap into the love that we all have but most
Hmm.
people forget to tap into it? Like, how did you do it, and how do you do it? Like, do you have a routine on a
Hmm.
daily basis that you
Hmm.
do? What would you say?
I would say therapeutically, it's important to kind of speak with someone who's professionally available for you. I think it's important if we go through those trying different times, do not be afraid to have a conversation with someone who was professional in the realm of being able to help you process through it. So, therapy was important. For me, the process for me was being alone. I wanted to be in alone in my house. I didn't want to be bothered. I didn't want anybody to call me. I didn't want any visitors. I didn't want anything like that. And for me, that was the best thing for me at that moment. I wanted to process through it myself because this is something, in any event, every issue, everything that you go through, most times you're going to have to deal with by yourself. If you have an issue or a thing that has kind of become this uncomfortable for you, the best thing for you to do is kind of take time and look at you. right? It's okay to kind of say, hey, friends, I kind of need to take a break from everything and deal with it and process through it. Sometimes we can put all of these other things in front of us, which hinder us from the process. And sometimes it kind of masks the issues that you have going on and you not deal with it. And soon as those people will leave you, now you have to be there processing by yourself, which is a lot difficult to do. And for me, it's I'm a naturally I'm a happy guy. So I am I don't want to be in the space of just uncomfortable and just negative. No, I like, it's easy for me to be happy. You know why? I have life, I have health, I have strength. I'm prospering. I'm doing what I love. I get to meet people. I get to have a conversation. I get to talk about my perspectives and all of those
Mhm.
things I believe are gifts to me. And I allow them to just shine as bright as the sun. So that's what it is. That's what it is for me.
I love it. We need more people like you, Kenny.
Yeah.
Please, people,
Yeah.
people, be like Kenny, because
No,
there
be
are
better than
so
me.
many things. Like if you wake up today, if you are able to drink this cup of coffee or
Hmm.
tea, like if you're able to even speak, see, smell, hear, like this is all gifts that we all
Mm,
have.
mm.
And I appreciate you sharing and putting it in like it's easy. Like you said, I'm
Yeah.
happy. It's easy. It's like it is easy. But what
Yeah.
happens to the world that we are not searching for happiness, we are searching for negativity. Like it's so
Mm,
funny that I want to share this because it's so related. I see people when I share something exciting happening or inviting them for a speaking engagement, for
mm,
instance, I'm going to
mm,
they don't necessarily comment or congratulate me or
mm,
celebrate with me, whatever. They see it, like this is an example from social media. They see it, I know they see it, and they don't react to it. And
mm,
then when something negative comes up, they immediately react to it, or like they're, oh, I'm so sorry, this is so bad, and they complain
mm.
and whine, and I'm like, oh my god, you're really good at negativity but not positivity. Like you're feeding yourself with peace, and now
Mm,
I understand why you're
yeah.
not seeing the
Yeah.
happy side of the
Yeah.
world.
Yeah.
Oh, like what would you suggest to our audience, like from your
Mhm,
perspective as
mm,
a dad, as a spouse, as a
mm,
grandfather, even,
mm.
and as a musician, like as a
Yeah.
singer, like what would you say for people to find happiness right now, right where they are at?
Right. Right now, where they're at, I believe people need to saturate their lives and put around their environment happy stuff, happy things, things that make them positive. I'm going to add to what you just said because I think it's most important. Everything in the world, it just seems to be, if we pay attention to what the media is saying, to what's on social media, what's on the news, what's everywhere around us, we see so many negative things. There are not there. If you look at the news right now, more or less times you'll see negative more than you see positive. The ratio of negatives and positives is crazy. So for me, I'm not looking at those things that are always negative. Of course, I'm going to be informed of some things, but I'm not going to let those things infiltrate my life 100%. I think one of the things that people should pay attention to is their life and find out and look and see how many negative things are around them, right? How, like, put yourself in environments that's going to continue to feed you with positivity. Life, in the way life is set up, life will bring you some things that are uncomfortable, right? So we can't
Yes.
move away from that. But if those things are going to happen, life organically by itself, without it even trying, is going to bring you something that's going to be negative. So what you have to do is just say, okay, I know that's what it is. Okay, let me see how I could get the best sort of outcome with the situation as it is. Let me tell you what doesn't match with that. The energy of negativity with negativity is not going to bring a better outcome. It's not. I don't care how you think about it. It's not going to bring out it's going to make situations worse.
Mhm.
Even whatever relationship you're in, whatever issue you have, whatever money that you don't have, whatever opportunity that you're going to that you don't have, Those opportunities are not going to come if you focus on the ones that you didn't get. They're not. So what you have to do for me, what I do is I say, okay, those are not there. As soon as I get a no, okay, I'm on to the next. Keep moving, keep processing, keep going through, never stop. Understand that life is going to life regardless. I don't care how you do it. And sometimes I say this sometimes, life doesn't care what you feel about it. Life doesn't care. It's going to do life. It's going to do what it's supposed to do. It's your job as a human being to interpret it in a way where it's positive and it's going to bring healing, it's going to bring light to your life. So for me, I use that tactic and I say, look, can't change it. Let's just see how I can go forward and build something better. So that's how I do.
Yes,
Yeah.
perfect. And that's what I was going to ask you, like how do you do it on a daily basis?
Yep.
And you answered it perfectly. So I don't know if you're ready for it or not, but I would love for you to like sing a little bit, something
Sing.
related.
So Stevie Wonder sings a song, for so long, for this night I pray that a star would guide you my way to share with me this special day. There's a ribbon in the sky for our love.
I love it. Love it. You know what's the really secret hidden
What's
thing
that?
of
What's
me?
that?
I wanted to be a singer so bad. I wanted to be a singer for all my life until I reached to a point where I'm like, okay, I need to get a guaranteed job, and I couldn't, get against to my dad. Um,
Yeah.
he was a traditional father, so he's like, that's
Yes.
a real job. Like you need to get a degree. So like
Yeah.
when I started studying business administration back in like 13 something years ago, and then I was like, okay, I don't have energy to get on
Mm-hmm.
the
Yeah.
other university again to study how to be a singer and all that. And I believe like it starts when
Mm-hmm.
you are little. But I
Mm-hmm.
have recordings like from my
You
teenage
should put those. You should listen to those. You should listen to those. I'm telling you, you'll absolutely be blown away at
I
those.
know.
It should inspire you. Don't stop. I encourage anybody, if you're having those sorts of things when you're small and you're not, like, who cares? Like, okay, so you still have to kind of work. Like, working is going to be something you kind of continuously need to do. Some people are blessed to do it full time, some are not. It's always going to be something that's going to put a smile on your face. So when you think
Yeah.
about it, it puts a smile on your face when you start doing it. I don't do it in front of anybody. Do it in the car while you're driving by yourself and just go crazy singing. You'll enjoy that.
Well, yeah, I do it. Don't
Yeah.
worry. I'm doing it, but it's.
Yes.
I love it. That's why like I couldn't become a singer, but I become a speaker, and now I'm doing
Yes.
podcasting. So I'm still with
You're
a
still
microphone on
you're still with a
stage.
microphone. I challenge you in the midst of your various speaking engagements, just start singing to the audience and see what the response you get.
Okay. Challenge accepted. I will let you know
Except,
and the audience.
and if you're motivational speaking, use it as, look, this is something that we do motivationally, so I'm going to do something that I don't normally do, and the audience will be like, oh my
Yes.
gosh, you
They
never
will
know.
either leave the room or throw me tomatoes
No.
or or clap. I don't know what will happen, but I will do it. Challenge accepted.
Yes,
I'm a challenge
absolutely.
person. I'll do
Yeah.
it. Well, Kenny, I
Yeah.
I love your energy,
Thank
truly.
you. I
You
appreciate it.
mentioned a little bit that you have an upcoming
Mm-hmm.
album coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell more about it, like when it's going to release and
Mm-hmm.
what it's about?
Yeah, I always released an EP on July 10th. That was Back to Rhythm and Love, Volume 1. Go check it out. It's all on all your digital media platforms. Kenny J Wilkins, you can check it out. But my new project I'm trying to get complete is going to be a Christmas record. It's going to talk about love. It's going to be the same thing, together, family, and joy. It's Christmas holiday. So that'll
Yeah.
probably be released around the Thanksgiving area. And the next year, I'm slated around the first quarter. I got the second volume of Back to Rhythm and Love. So during the first quarter of next year, 2025, I have that dropping. And in the summertime, I have so many things planned. I got put on the first ballot to get nominated for a Grammy.
Wow.
So I have that going on. I am a part of the Grammy voting members. So I am still in music. I'm just trying to kind of push so many awards, so many podcasts, so many ways of getting the energy of positivity out. I'm enjoying the process. Follow me everywhere. I did start a new podcast just maybe this past month called Real Talk, Real Thought, where we unpack
Nice.
yeah, where we unpack some songs and we talk about the perspectives, and just kind of put these things that we're talking about in the atmosphere. And developed
Awesome.
a podcast that's going to kind of shed some light on those things. So I'm doing a whole lot and enjoying the process. And man, I can't wait to see what happens, because I'm just still, ideas are coming, creativity, all positive, nothing negative. I'm not even critiquing music to that degree, because I think the critique of the music could kind of be negative. I still want to pull the message out of the song. Let's talk about it. Yeah, it may not
Mm,
be mixed right. It may not be sang well, but let's unpack it. There's a message even in that. So for
right.
me, that's just kind of where I'm doing. So this coming year, at the end of the year, maybe around November, the Christmas record will be dropping. Next year, around the first quarter, Back to Rhythm and Love Volume 2 will be going on. So Kenny J. Wilkins is busy. Trust me.
That's amazing. I love that. I love how amazing and a
Yeah,
hardworking way you're putting love and
that's
positivity
right.
outside.
That's
That's
right.
great. Keep going. I love
That's
it.
right.
And I always ask my guests to
Mm-hmm.
leave a legacy sentence to
Mm-hmm.
our audience. Like, what
Mm-hmm.
would be your sentence, Kenny?
Well, stay loving, stay positive, and stay empowered. It's just
Awesome.
that
I
simple.
love it. And you already shared how people can reach out to you, your
Yep.
website, your
That's
social
right.
media platforms.
Mm-hmm.
I will put everything down the show.
Thank you.
And I look forward to your new album and
Absolutely.
everything you're doing in the world. I will
Yeah.
definitely listen to your podcast as well.
Thank you.
Congratulations on that
Thank you.
too.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you for tuning in and sharing your awesomeness, positivity. I am so
Thank you.
happy that I have met
Thank
you
you.
and had you on the show.
Absolutely. Thank you.
And thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you, everyone. Stay positive, stay empowered. And what did you say? Stay, one more thing.
Loving.
Yes, yes,
Loving.
the most important thing. And stay joyful. That is my
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed this episode and now you can apply it to your life. If you did enjoy it, please subscribe to the Coffee O'Clock podcast on Apple and leave us a review. I would love to hear your thoughts. And if you feel like someone needs to listen to this episode, share it on your social media or text the link to that person to make an impact in their life. Be sure to tune in every Monday for new episodes. You can also watch the episodes and find more inspiration on my Instagram, which is at JOYYBURCU. Until next time, make sure to spend some time with you and stay with joy.